Dumienu abo aha eye Pent Radio 100.1 FM. Original ye akan kase na ebra so se ye de bro akenkan for ye me ohene ba nya komene.
Mame ajua ahenkra kechiri.
Na ensam no dia edi emu akotene bi ene se what the auto contractors a big push with the animu nyina one enemy say one hwese obetimi age insiachi ba eye insurance e dia bata one madwuma oye ho.
Dom kuma wamra shibijemba no dani edi atudwa se galamse kono atrasa ye kano yano fafa keke.
Sansuna ononya for brand e champo e chere ohwe omampani John Dramani Mahama ebra na woni abam kasa wo kande fa galamse hu ne se de obaye anamo a wotuo na ase wadada ganafo.
Yenu anumo nkuma wo mochro BEC ya fimpino ne aduonunum ye mu no wo mo resource na ababonten ama computer na ma ebi school ebi nso enya binti awofo ne bi ebuofu na so ye mo hye ngomasua so e de atodwa se awofo no enya bote.
Hadisha nseme ni mkawani atrase ni amano ni nsema ye debro ne awia iso wijina ye akan kasi On Pent Radio 100.1 FM eso adwen pa hene Kofi Mesa eboyen edifree newsroom sa enso na seke woki wono enete technical room awia ye a wo streaming live e wo Facebook ede emaye enasi obolo ni yetabiri ane dema ohinere spices eni ohinere no dairy pardon milk wono madama en waso yasen sika fam ama yedeka se ne ebro yedane hote wane ache won krato yedeka se ne nchiremo ebeto awoso
Midofo a minu hu agro na say die waduane ne da no ayesronko
anio mura ohinere spices abefi aduane de ayesronko ohinere chicken seasoning se wo toto wo chi ana wo ye akokọ nam ho bribia fakakra som
froye no
ohinere stew seasoning no be manageta
jollof no
ohinere jollof seasoning ma no hwam ni odew mu odew
fried rice no kra die
ohinere fried rice seasoning e ma me fredwa frede aponchin kakra no me de ohinere go seasoning na ye asam na ne se mira ohinere seasoning powder ya woni beef shrimp noodles any de keke eka ho anunsu ye de aduane ne hwam ne ne de no ubedie de bio enti obapa ohinere spices abama yen aduane no aye de efrise ni die ne nso aye de
ohinere spices e de ye
e wodwa hodro mu etufon fra 020-780-5398 and 0244-525908 FDA agi edwedien kratoi atum.
Adesha mo akwa baribakase no so afeye mo ramani emfa ensam ne nchiremo yemfa ento awoso. Nanu ya a big push dwumadie no anasa policy no wode aso ebo form a wo share ase na oswafo a ono na ehwa kwantempon ensam eso ye ononyamfo governance kwame agboja wokasa no se omampani omayimu a contractors won so wo bo homoden pa na emu asema akwa American chire won mane se contractors a big push ye no eba bedi dwuma ye de akwantempon hodo eba be hye monsase munyi yie no wasu bia etimi kwaje eye insiachi ba eno insurance Samsung consultant munyina wasu bia kokope insurance comprehensive one na mo de time dwuma de na chi sede be ya so wo ye adwuma no na so wankoye ni ye na ba bi sei na ehwe wo ne insurance no ye betwe no no so aba be we eye ononyamfo Kwame Agboja.
President, we have spoken to all the contractors who want to partake in this. Mr. President, we have noticed that one of the problems we had in our country is the belief that the Ghanaian contractor cannot do quality work. We beg to differ. We shall use the big push to prove that the Ghanaian contractor is as good as any contractor in the world. Whilst they create jobs, we are going to build roads that will last as long as the roads built by expatriates in our country. And we mean that. So, Mr. President, today, we are just here to give meaning to your dream. Building roads that will last. Roads that will not wash away in 6 months. And Mr. President, we told contractors and consultants, everybody who would take part in the big push would have to take a very good insurance cover against your project. If you fail, we shall cash the insurance to repair the roads. Both contractors and consultants.
Contractors no na so consultants munyina se udi ehwama na yakwa akosonsi achiba no company na chi insurance no se brabeye enu nti obi a consultant ne contractors munyina wo se munya mutimi enya insurance we eye ononyafo governance Kwame Agboja.
Young Commons Forum akoso ewo University of Professional Studies en kan pompone mantemo na eno na dom kuma ewo mrahwebedwemba no dani kopie mum ewo dwumadie na se ogina simpie ni apaso kasa ena wose galamse kono ekamia yesa yede ya no adonwere wo ho a enti ebi enwoyen ya kasa wo ho nenso action a ewo se yetekie na yetimi etu ase no yentimi entu ase wose se wo hwe ndc amanyo ko ni mu nsem bi omokeka ye ewo afimpino ne aduonu nan mu efa galamse asituo no ananka ese fata senka sabre wo matimi etu galamse no ase na no achi no ene wode etu mabuna nim sem ye nyina ye nka ye humo ni entimi ntu galamse ase efri oman mu kra.
When our friends were in opposition, they were very loud on their desire to fight galamse. I think enough of the rhetorics. The situation is real. In my own constituency, we cannot get safe water to drink because of galamse. And I know many people who are going through difficult times because of this. Let us fight this together, else there will be no Ghana for us. This destructive practice is stealing your future. It is robbing farmers of fertile soil, poisoning the water of our children, and destroying the environment you and I must inherit. If we allow galamse to continue unchecked, then we are complicit in selling tomorrow for today's greed. I therefore challenge you, the youth, to be at the forefront of this fight, to speak up, protect our rivers, and to insist on sustainable ways of harnessing Ghana's natural resources.
Na enuachi ena yebisa ne se aban e de policies awodo abam na sa policies no ebeboa amamabunu enya adwuma ye eno ase obi ani hu a wo kirifo asempa kodo enti se aban de policies eba na emabunu benya adwuma ye ewo mayimu dia ene ofuaso.
In respect of the 24-hour economy policy, I must embrace it because if it works, it will work for the youth of Ghana. The fact that I am in opposition doesn't mean I should poo-poo it. I have seen the policy document. I pray the government will be able to roll it out for the benefit of the private sector so that more jobs will be created. For the youth, road meant access to opportunity. I am therefore happy that this government has introduced this big push idea where major roads are going to be tackled. If this is done, it will further open our economy and make Ghana a better place. Again, it is my hope that government is able to roll this out for the good of our country.
Onimanyafo Alexander Afenyo Markins, eye dom kuma ewo emrashibedwem omobano deni.
Na ora Brian a champo and I mean okay say wono na eya betifim rashibedwani wasan so yiniti one pp amanyuko nim say say esi ahene for etimi agunitum na so the franka MPP franka hye ne nsem no so ba be priniti na ne Ghana banwa kase no wa betena so bi was say ebra omampani John Dramani Mahama na oni aban mu no said ya wosi ekasa ye de fa galamse ne ko na afen so eho ensen kan no na eyesonko kra was say wo hwe se ne yi wonya tumi na obefro Ghana banwa kase yi anamo wo tu de fa galamse hu no wosi sakra ase papa no wa dane galamse na ba be na economy se o de yensa se no edi agro na mu wode egisika se yi na orunyamfo Brian Champon kire ne semufa
galamse ene obi aka nwasa because ukokumasi se ukase wo pinsuo ato se be se wan to brudo e nto nsuo ma. That is where we have gotten to. Company when we pinsuo ato e dey serve guests ever na watch company said the insuo na yeto a dose toto njomo nto ma. And it is going to get worse if something is not being done about it. But the aspirations of the people, they say, MPP are buying and combating us so I'm preoccupied. The NDC for almost sounds so good, Ghana, no, they are being parliament, no help to yes, you buy is worse. Also, what for good every 1.5 billion they are covering.
For Brian Champon, ne question I will be sir and no.
Na ewo galamse monsem no sofo a yensa se ne yefomagudie etuo ho so eye onomanyamfo Emmanuel ama Kofi Bua eno se kunu se yebetimi etuase ne atieme ako ne yakoni yi a eni kwan se yede amanyosem efrafram kura eye ankrankure asede se yeboa ama galamse no yetimi etuase sansem we wodi tudwa wa bra na gram eho entoma ewo babiani.
nipa mienu bi sika omo penti yina yemu ana nyame ache sika kokko enye bone se yina ye ho agbe ngu na kakra ye nyamfa nonom ye nsuo ndi ni ewu nko ye nsa bibia nka ye beto ye asum die kese pa na wo ye nso ojowu ye ekwan be na ye to protect the soul of our country is a collective responsibility. Taku ya yakui. Eye etuoni ya di best of who. Eye minu wona ya trasi afase kwan be na ya faswa baby ye be fimu. Eye ndisi asem enye bibi asem biem. Because ye do ni ade ye be ku ye nyina.
Na enochi ana wosofo yi esan ehire kwan a wo befa so na wo pese wutu efom agudie mrakwan so wo mayimu a wo be hihye ya aban edi agu wasa wudi so a wo betimi ama otumi krata na watimi atu sa efom agudie no
wo pese wo ye mining wo bebi ani wo bedi kan ba abehia district mining committee anananum timuno wachro mu coordinate no na nananum ama commitment authorization ansa na wo dia come sale kan kire se wo agesa wa ba community agi atu se bebi a wo be ye adwuma no ensensuo ense asase wo nso agi atu se adwuma ya me be ye nana mo kwan na ase wo ha me na mbe ye mbesi schools amamu mbe ye clinic ye nyina ya sign ansa na aban ama ni licenses no di aba bebi ani na ye kan se ta cooperative mining na me pese me de bremo nhihye da na ye wia ye hu se adwuma ya ye wia se ye kita coal so na ye adwuma ye make sure say tell is ya disposing ye nti ye beti sika ni bia to ho say ye de be ye reclamation ye nyina ebe nyanti ase se kwan a ye nam suru enkoyi nemom enye ade a ye betututu ekuku ye ho na be solve problem ade a ye nyina nkasa ye be hwe ya akoma mu awu se bebi ye dunu mine no ye nye ne kwampa so na ye nye ne se ne be ya ense ye nsuo ense ya sase ne be ye mfaso amaye na ye mba nso a be ba betu ye no eno so aye mfaso.
Lands and Natural Resource Minister Onimonyamfo Emmanuel Ama Kofi Bua na ne Mon Frank Osei Pedro were National Coordinator Emma Responsible Cooperative Mining Shishayana Ekwosono and was yesha enso hoi mankwa pa enso nankasa yenkwa enti say yes enkwa dia na yesen so dia na ye enkwa na yesen no na was say dwumadie ya aban dia ba no so beboa ama emabunu dodo na enya adwuma aye na efumagudie no so no yetimi atu no kwan pa so na yetu galamse asideku deku
ye ni ye bema babia processing centers a ye be ya adwuma na ye tailings no enkowie ewo nsuo mu ye be sanso ahwe se adwuma na ye no ye beti kan aye hwehwemu ehu se eha na agudie ne wo se ne be ya yankwaye lotto mining na ye ntutu miaye bebre na ye bewie no yense yensuo na yense ya sase na yenhwe se ye beye bibia e fra no reclamation fund ni asiesie na sase na sanso akọ ne dadam ye wie no so a asreye na aban ate no se ye mfa nhwe responsible cooperative mining no ye beye nhyehyeye se ne beye omonso benya bi as internally generated fund no mode aye monitoring no mode aye evaluation na omodi ahwese adwuma na ye kan ye ne pepepe cooperative mining no ye nkoye bi wo nsuo ye nye bi wo nsuo ho na ye nye bi so e forest mu nti the responsible cooperative mining and skills development program no abaya ni suade huru ni se ye nyina ye ni ye na ye de ani di akira ebetumi aboa ama yako etia galamse na ene ese ye nsuo na ese kwa ye bretio no.
Anyway, a national coordinator, Emma Responsible Cooperative Mining and Skills Development Program, Ora Frank Asare Pedro.
Na acting chief executive officer the Ghana Gold Board Ora Summit Jamfi wɔn nso akasa de fa galamsey ɛho wɔ se wɔnam na wɔtete na wɔtete a ebi mo a wɔnom ɛyɛ amanyofoɔ wɔnom kyerɛ sɛ gold board yɛ de bedua hɔ no bosumi num pɛyi wɔn ɛna fei deɛ wɔboa anaasɛ wɔpia wɔma galamsey ne kokora mpo agye nsɛmu a galamsey kɔ na ɛkɔ so oho yɛ gold board dwumakuo a yɛpa yɛ ho ntoma anaasɛ yɛte yɛ bosumi num pɛ deɛ ɛbɛyɛ dɛn na yɛn yaba bɛyɛ kɔfa baeɛ aba bɛgyina ɔhaw abɛsoa yɛn mfie pepepepe akyi yɛn yɛ mu yɛba bɛdi emu ntintima dabi yɛn ma okra mpo na yɛboa ama yɛakɔn de atia ɛyɛ mfam kudi a yɛn tu no kwan pa ɛso wɔsenansan yɛ a 5 million yɛatabiri de akɔ akɔma ɛyɛ asoɛyɛ a wɔnom ɛne yɛse wɔnom ɛnkɔ na wɔnkɔnkɔgye ban wɔ hɔ yi Toyota Hilux anaasɛ ɛhyɛn bɛyɛsi num ɛno nso yɛatam ɛde akɔ akɔma wɔnom wɔn mu nyinaa yɛ anamo a yɛn mo yɛtu ɛde ɛboa sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ bɛtumi akɔn de atia galamsey san sɛ yɛde kɔma wɔn no wotumi sɛ wɔn nso wɔn mu ntadua mu ayɛ den ɛnɛ wɔnom ɛko no wɔn nso wapagya wɔn ho mu.
How can a 5-month-old statutory corporation, Gold Board, be responsible for an age-long galamsey problem? Galamsey has been with us for decades. Last year, there was no Gold Board, yet we saw a lot of protests against galamsey because galamsey had reached unprecedented and alarming levels. So how can you say that corporation that was established barely 5 months ago is the one to blame for galamsey? I mean, nothing could be further from the truth. Then again, Gold Board. So Gold Board is rather supposed to come and support. We don't have that mandate. The mandate is that of the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources and their allied agencies like MENCOM, supported by the Ministry of Environment. They have that statutory obligation to fight galamsey. But in stipulating our functions, Parliament said, Gold Board, since you will be in that space trading, you should support the fight. And in less than 5 months since our establishment, we've done what no institution in Ghana has done. This National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat, which was formed to be a multi-sectorial central coordinating body for this galamsey fight, for us to optimize resource. They didn't have money. They didn't have vehicles. In less than 5 months, Gold Board has given them 5 million Ghana cedis and 5 Toyota Hilux vehicles. And we plan to give them more vehicles. And since we gave them that support, we've seen the renewed fight all over the place.
No, Ora Samijamfi, say, ebi mu adwen kyerɛ ɛwɔ galamsey ho no ɛnyɛ saa ɛna wɔn Gold Board wɔgye tum wɔsi ebi mu sɛ galamsey wɔn mu a ɛni tumi krataa wɔn etu fam gudi ɔsi daabi sɛ yɛka galamsey a ɛyɛ nipa a wɔtu fam gudi a wɔntu no kwampa so wɔn fa yɛn saase ho hyehyɛ yɛ ɛnfɛ nyɛ adwuma enti yɛbɛtumi anya obi a wɔn okita tumi krataa paa nanso na wɔtu fam gudi ni basa na wɔn mu adwuma na ɛyɛ brɛ ɛbrɛ kakraa bi akyi no wɔn bɛtumi ahu sɛ gold wei ɛhemfa ne free ba nipa wei anase ekuo wei na etu na afei no mo sɛ ekuo wei wɔn mo tumi krata and wɔn mo tumi krata ɛkwan bɛn so no mo fa etu wɔn sika kɔkɔɔ anase wɔn gold yi wɔsi ɛno ɛka obi krama Ghana ye gold no krampo no yɛn hyɛ dɛ nyɛ sika bɔtin free mo wɔsi sɛ yɛtumi ehu kwan a gold yɛ fa so enya ekuo a wɔn etu kwan wɔn fa so tu a ɛne yɛbɛtumi de bi akɔ Turkey yɛbɛtumi de bi akɔ Europe essence wɔn no wɔn fa child labor ɛnyɛ adwuma anase wɔn child labor wɔde yɛ adwuma paa sɛ wɔhwɛ na gold na wutu ne nkwala wom wɔde nkwala na ɛyɛ adwuma famra kwan so mercury nneɛma ɛnsɛ sɛ wɔde fata ɛnsɛ na mfata na wɔde to gold na wɔn mpere kora ma ne ma enti sɛ etimi tutu nneɛma yi nyina yi na Gold Board wɔn etimi sisi wɔn atena yi nyina wi a ɛbɛboa ma wɔn ahu gold we free he why ne tu ye ɛno bɛboa ma wɔn etimi nso atre wɔn akwaban mu owura Sami Jamfi.
The fact that you are licensed doesn't mean that your gold is environmentally compliant. That is why we have a lot of licensed small-scale mines in Ghana who are not operating in accordance with the OECD guidelines, and therefore their gold will not be accepted by LBMA refineries. So the fact that you have a license is just a small part of the problem. But what are the methods of mining are you using? Are you using mercury? If you are licensed and you use mercury, that gold cannot be accepted. It cannot go to an LBMA refinery. Are you using child labor? That's against the OECD guidelines. So it is bigger than we expect. Because like I said, to Ghanaians, galamsey gold is gold that is mined by an unlicensed miner. But to Gold Board, we cannot adopt that definition. It is gold that is mined irresponsibly, whether you are licensed or not. If you are not following the OECD guidelines, your gold will not be traced and your gold cannot find its way into our reserves or into an LBMA. So what then happens to gold that is not traceable? That is gold coming from persons without licenses or persons with licenses but who are not even mining responsibly. Somebody will say, then don't buy it. The counter argument somebody can make is, if you don't buy it, then what are you telling them? To smuggle it? Because gold will always have a buyer. Gold will always have a market. And that gold is a property of the republic vested in the president.
We a ora some watchroom the for gold board, one ejuma, one year nothing so a quanya, and be a one at the eba.
Na e was some year mu. Anna Abetu Jossa Ghana Water Company Limited. One more at the proposal Abba Montenso. And your muso mo pese e boa yetua ewo yensuo ho no. One more etu no. Sani pano mu wo no ene ye de sa abo no ma wo mu mutria ene sen wo se galam se dwumadia wo mu dia yaka wo mu ntie no eno na akofo sa ne ma ne nyina de aba wo se yensuo enti akoba ne se Ghana Water for pese wo so no so ne nsuo ne so na wo mo de ma ye no ma eye wo mo bre enti sa tuo na ye se yentua ana se bo na ye twa ne ye de beto ensuo so no ye mfa ma wo no mu a wo mutu galam se no.
Yes, yebetutu ensu ebuomu ni say ni say chemicals or mode treaty water no akodoso tini bo kosro na make say sanso a na say ni nipa bi ani ni yie ni say voter region yentu galamsey ewo ho ahemfo no ne omanfo no abo omo sasen ne abode ho ban aha omo nsuo ne omo nyina kama omo treaty water ho a ebo no enkosro aden obi betra eastern region, Ashanti region, central region, west baby a source no ebi hu say baby a source no ebi
abafom wase samre esan se emre bia eni wono na emre wono no enkan fenka duties no honti no eniama no eba wo na we nam ha na we nam wose da bi san hye na wode eba no eno eba behwe ama duties abafom.
Ghana Shippers Authority as one of them. The shipping industry, vital to our economy, has been hindered by weak regulations affecting port efficiency and cost. The Ghana Shippers Authority Act 2024, Act 1122, passed in July 2024, aims to address these issues, ensure fair pricing, and promote best practices. The authority is developing regulations to operationalize the Act, which is expected to be submitted to Parliament for approval by end of this year. Once passed, the regulation will enable the Ghana Shippers Authority to implement measures that will reduce port cost.
Nidi ede ononyamfo Joseph Bukari wano ena eye oswafo hwakonia badi ensamso.
Area Pramto Braka na Augusutie wo Pent Radio 100.1 yede kasia na kwa enwomasia emu ensemu na afimpinu ne aduonu num enkwada wo motro BECE ensohwe no Ghana Education Service e dia beto dwose wo school placement no aba emonten so ene okwa befo ntintan fidie no so a ubehu wo ba no suku a wonya ye na enchemu ne sa enkwada 603,328 wo motena se na wo motro ensohwe no emu 590,309 ena wo mo qualify se yeto wo mugu entwa so suku ahodo a ewo omayi mu na mpremprei empanyifo kire se emu 483,800 ena wo mo enya wo mo placement na je se wo mu suku no yede ama wo mo na wo mo hu suku o mo bekoro na wo mo kana wo fo ena ekasa se no kurani se de niam si kono eha wo mo enam so ama Owura Suleiman Sharif Woye penyina woda computerized school selection and placement system no ano wode ato awofo anim se omunya botre esan se akoye abafo ntintan fidie sunti no eya na traffic echi wo so.
As we speak as at this moment, the system is up and running and it's very effective and efficient. Because of the anxieties and the traffic we actually anticipated, because people were actually waiting to find results of their placement, we saw that there was actually so much traffic on the system. As at the time of the release, the technical team together with my team worked throughout the night to stabilize the system, and the system is up and running. People have checked their placements. Some had earlier checked and they had a status of pending placement. Those ones have been resolved and resolved very well.
Opanyina order computerized school selection and placement system no ano Owura Suleiman Sharif.
on say ochire enkrofo say wo mukọ wo hu omo de obi utimi login na de ni twa na ho sa na oche say eya na traffic na isi enye say road a ehyan abo apeso so ni mo ayi say obi a prese me sabe kan de he no na ma afi o ma abo apeso ma network na jam nti o se munya botre wo say obi afi wo hwe ni de ni wie na ni je na afi de wo close ni nti mo na afi de ebre ba mu no na ekwan na edem na che say onso betimi akwakohwe wode nti abotre nsem aresha mamemfa wo enko eyama no nsem na yemwie kase no yekopiomo ewo Togo oman Togo mo de wo yehwina no heye na Togo mampani for nyasingbe ono an yire ni nuaba wa me yache no yache no chia yache no ene se maame no wa ba abonten abeka se eye nyasingbe abusu a wono matena eye Togo abanwa kese so akonwa so babro emfie aduonum a ekọ emfie aduosia na eye monfemra wieye waso ono a ni sister ni kunu eye sifom jai amamuo no na omanfo foforo ye nto aba na yenyi omampani foforo na eno ena wo chese enene nanse kwada ya apolisi ni asrafo makabu makwa akofa ne de afiri fi wo mache no na che wo mache no maami kire se efiri beyese afe apem ahenkro adosia siamu ade ba che se nyasingba busua wonom ne di Togo so ne papa edi Togo so emfie aduasa enwotwe 38 ena ono ye nyasingbe yadema edi so 38 ena ofiri so ne ba no wono so ba beto aso free 2005 ebesi enne 2025 me no kasei wan kasa obu kompono kokohwe wachi a wa be 20 years ono so atena sana se 58 years na ono ne papa wono abu eye Togo man no ena wono an yiri nua ba che se da bi nyansa ne ni yanko etire nyam nko busua no ene wom enti sifom na mami kasa no wa mana anso kasa no se asrafo mo so rebrane se oso wonsi a monche no na ne monyi tumi no se dia omanfo ne peno no na munja tumi no emfa emma omanfo no na no na asrafo akwakoche na yese chese wode hoye eba oman ni mu asem a waka no wode basabasaye wo chese yensatiku anasa asrafo enkotu ono ani sister anani nua ba kunu na ba entungunti yache eye mami ewo Togo asamre de abambofo chese ampa mame Margarita your friend is simple Margarite nyakade yese yache no enti wakwa kodim edi no wanso beti aba wo de yese de open no adwa be kana so beti aba wo de yese de open me de mo abono enti dia every Togo eba eno no omampani nyasingbe ono a ni sister in law wa me yache no adehye yede kase ni nyina asi na kase ni mu ensem de na edi emu akotini bi ene se also for no na hwa kwantempon ensem so kire se big push contractors a mo edi animu amu yi akwan no monko pensi achi ba eye insurance
dom kuma ewomra shibedwemba no dani enso akasa wose galamse kuno ewose yeye action ni eto ase enye se bia ye ka no ya no fafa
abetifi mrashe bedwani ononyamfo brand champion kire se aso mampani owo opposition kasa o kadefa galamse ho no ba enye sa na ekono
na aseye wo mo hwe nwomasuan so na ede atodwa se awufo bia wo mo kohwe wo ma resource no wantintan fidie so ase ebu ni mu no enye se bia bo apayenti munya abotre
amano ne ensam nso omampani fo nyasingbe ono a na yiri nuaba wa maya chene sanse wose onsi free na konwa kase a wote so
ensem bebre eka we ho na yensamfo semu na ode ma yen ye de tena se somwo se awia prem to bre kase wo Pent Radio 100.1
yada ya boafo wonum eso ya senyina ase eye ohinere spices and afin so ohine no dairy pardon max wonum adi sika ebeso ya sen adwempa hene Kofi Mensa eboy different newsroom sanso na security is streaming live wo Facebook e de mi akenkan fo na eyeme ohine banya komene
mame ajoa ahenkra kechi
nyame adoma no num etoso mienu bopam a obesan ati